Hi, I've just completed a breathing workshop with Richard Bock at the BaliSpirit Festival, and you can hear the end of it's going on in the background. It was the most extraordinary experience I've had. First I went through trying to breathe in the way that was explained, and then I went through shaking in my body uncontrollably. I could really feel huge energy. I'm still shaking now. You can see the energy that's created in the workshop is immense because you're breathing continuously in a circular motion. I went through a great deal of sadness. I let go. There were tears, and I found myself laughing. I was in just bliss. And I was just the only person there, and it was such a beautiful, ecstatic, blissful experience. That's all I have to say. Let's go and talk to Richard now.
The heavenly masculine energy is descending.
Incredible.
Yeah? You like it?
Amazing, yes.
Yeah. What did you like about it?
Oh gosh, what did I like about it? Well, I like the fact that once I got into the breathing, I found that quite difficult to start with, but once I got into the breathing, I felt very relaxed, and then I started to really go somewhere else, space out, and really be in the moment of nothingness, and it allowed my mind to just not be there, which I think sometimes is a struggle. Even when we meditate, it can be a real struggle. Yes.
It happens pretty effortlessly in this breath work, where everything gets so loud that it almost gets like exhausted. I think it's very much like what Osho was teaching. Osho didn't do this, but it came out of the Osho world. My teacher was a sannyasin in the early Osho days. And then in that exhaustion, it becomes apparent, it's like, oh, this is all a dream state. And I'm just here. And all these emotions and all these feelings, all these sensations, and I'm just here. And it's not too much. And then in moments like that, we call that satori, there's a little moment of, oh, this is reality. And it doesn't, the thoughts are not necessary. They interpret that reality immediately. If we're lucky, it'll stay suspended. But we don't even need to wait for that.
So Richard, tell us though, from your point of view, what are the benefits that people get from doing your breathing techniques?
My intention in sharing it is to assist people to come into their adulthood. And it may sound strange, but we all have these programs of helplessness that were installed early on because we were helpless, apparently. And to come out of this trance and to find out what's really happening. To come out of the trance of a dependency that is no longer there. I don't need mom and dad. And all our institutions reinforce this. The whole parental thing. In every corporation, in every spiritual organization, there is a guru, there is a teacher, there is a CEO, there is a president, there is a
always someone that we're answerable to.
And so what is it like to actually come into full adult, to trust the heart, to trust the belly, to come fully into this as that which wants to happen, wants to happen, and not to try to transcend. It's like in my spiritual quest, I started when I was 18. I ended up in the Himalayas without possessions, alone, 19 years old. But I was trying to transcend the pain of my upbringing. And then here I am, all these years later, and it's like, oh, it's all about just being here, like occupying this, living the spontaneity of every moment.
You say that your teacher was an Osho sannyasin?
Jeru Kabal is the one who brought the quantum light breath together. So he was a teacher that I studied with for a certain number of years, and then he passed away. And then I was left on my own again, and he did breath work using recorded music. He was like a divine DJ. And the way I learned it is also doing it the same way. And then after he passed away, all my music was stolen. And I was like, Dad passed away and the music is gone. I'm going to have to use my own voice. So it was all a call into that authenticity and just letting that have its way.
Wow, that's amazing. amazing.
It's like, you know, people take LSD and ayahuasca and this thing and that thing because like it forces you to surrender.
Right.
In breathwork, you are invited to surrender to an energy that can produce an altered state, but you don't have the excuse that you're tripping. Right? All that's happening is your senses are louder.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Your memories are coming up to the surface. Your feelings are stronger.
Yes.
You know, so in that increased loudness, what's really happening? Oh, I'm just sitting here breathing. I actually don't need anything. I got everything.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then relax.
And that's exactly what it invokes, or invoked in me, is that I really didn't need.
So it worked.
It worked, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So Richard, now there was one thing that you said right at the very end, and that was, if I could give you one piece of advice, can you remember?
Surround yourself with people that support your journey.
Beautiful.
And people like that will challenge you.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not the cozy friends that will, you know, whatever. And it might be somebody that goes whatever, but it's the friends that know that you want to wake up, and they support you in that, and they're willing to wake up themselves.
I like that, willing to wake up themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Richard, if people want to find out more about your breathing, where are we going to find you? What's your website or your Facebook? Or...
There's a website, quantumlightbreath.com.
Yes.
I have a website called truecontact.com. It's true-contact.com.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook also.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Richard. That's
My
really
pleasure.
lovely.
Yeah. Thank you for the interview. This is
Oh, thank you,
easy,
thank
lovely.
you.
You called me.
That's why we wanted to catch you. We wanted to keep it real. Thank you.